I'm traveling to Japan, and I have some packing tips from you. So why listen to me about packing tips? I used to live in Japan, and I've been there a few times. We're going for 3 weeks, and everything is going to fit into one carry-on and a personal item. I've laid out everything on my guest room bed, and let's go through it. I've got compression bags to squish all of my clothing down into a small, reasonable pile. Here's a duffel bag that fits into a small pack. It folds up like that. So when we do shopping on our last couple of days, we'll fill that duffel bag. I've got some small watercolor books, and we can actually put Japanese stamps in there. If you go to castles and even train stations will have stampu stamps, which are fun to collect. I've got all of our travel itinerary in here, so all of our flights on one side and all of our hotels on another. I've actually printed out a list of all of our hotels with their names in Japanese and in English, so if we get to a taxi driver, we could just point and say, hey, that's where we're going. Plus, on the other side is our full itinerary for our 3 weeks in Japan. Of course, our passports, baggies can be really helpful, one large, a few small. We've actually got rolled up, folded grocery bags. So there's about 10 in each because, as you know, in Japan, it's hard to find garbage cans. So you're going to have to carry it with you for a little while. This becomes really helpful that way. An extra pair of glasses is important in case you lose your primary pair. This is our laundry bag. It folds up into a small pack. We got that in IKEA. A very, very small umbrella, but umbrellas are cheap in Japan, so you can actually buy one there if you'd like. This is a little unusual. I collect Goshuin, or stamps from temples and shrines, and they're on paper, and I don't want that paper to get wrinkled in my backpack as I walk around. So I got some chipboard, covered it with a little bit of fabric. I put some nice white paper on the inside to make sure everything stays clean. And then we can put the Goshuin into this, and then it can go into my backpack and nothing gets wrinkled or ruined. I keep a backpack in the bottom of my bag, so that becomes my little day pack for walking around Japan. I've got my CPAP machine, and I fill this full of all of our technology stuff. But believe it or not, all of this is going to fit inside my carry-on. This will be my personal item, so I've got my fanny pack. I just put it over my shoulder. I don't like it on my waist. But you need a place for your coins because you use a lot of coins in Japan. Another pack will be for our passports and tickets. And then another pack, maybe even a small water bottle and stuff will go in there. So I really like these. And there's even another compartment that you can put against your body. So that's going to be most of it. A few extra things to remember are good sunscreen. That can sometimes be hard to find. Deodorant, another thing that's hard to find in Japan. Excellent walking shoes that you break in a couple weeks before you go. As an art teacher, I don't work out a lot. And in Japan, we're going to be walking about 8 to 10 miles a day. So for the last 6 months, I've been walking a mile, mile and a half every morning and listening to Japanese conversation in my ears to get ready. But good walking shoes is imperative. And you'll probably be slipping them on and off quite a few times a day. Some temples and some castles require you to take your shoes off. So pick something that's easy to get in and out of. Now, I've only brought 5 changes of clothing, so we're going to do coin laundries while we're in Japan, and most hotels will have that for you. And the nice thing is you don't have to pack soap because most coin-operated laundries dispense soap as you're washing. So that's one of the big ways that I can pack lightly. If I've forgotten anything, put it in the comments so the rest of our viewers can get some more tips. And if you'd like some more information about our trip, just let me know. I'm actually writing a diary and a travel guide for those who are going back to Japan. Not a first-time visitor, but a second-time visitor who wants to go into the mountains, see the shrines, go to the lesser-known places in Japan. I'll post some information about that when we get there.